Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So this is the second part of the sixth lecture of statistics and probability theory. So as you all know that quartiles divide the data set into 4 equal parts. You have 3 quartiles, Q1, Q2 and Q3. You already know now how to calculate quartile for ungrouped data. In group data, you will use Qj, which is equal to L plus H divided by F J into N divided by 4 minus C, where J is equal to 1, 2 and 3. So whenever you want to find the first quartile, you will substitute 1 in place of J, and whenever you want to find out the second quartile, you will substitute J is equal to 2, and whenever you want to calculate the third quartile, you will substitute J is equal to 3. This formula is as similar to the formula of median in the case of group data. This is the lower class boundary of the selected quartile class. This H is the class width of the selected quartile class. This one is the class width, or you can say class size, height. F is the frequency of the selected quartile class. This one is the frequency of the quartile class, and this J, as you know, it could be 1, 2, 3 according to the which quartile you are going to find. As this is the group data, so N is equal to summation F, which is the sum of the frequency, and C is the cumulative frequency of previous class to the selected quartile class. So this is the cumulative frequency of the selected previous class of the previous to the class which is selected. So this is the formula to calculate the quartiles in case of grouped data. Let's suppose you want to find the first quartile. So what you will do, you will substitute J is equal to 1. So it will be Q1 is equal to L plus H by F into, you will substitute 1 in place of J, into N divided by 4 minus C. So now you have to first select the quartile class. For this criteria, you will find out the J into N by 4. So this is the grouped data we have taken. These are the class boundaries. These are the midpoint of the class. This is the frequency of the class, and this is the cumulative frequency. And the total frequency summation F is equal to summation F, which is equal to N, is equal to 905. For this purpose, First of all, as you are going to find out the first quartile, you have to find j into n by 4, and as j is equal to 1, so we will substitute 1 in place of j, and n is 905, as we have seen that summation f is equal to 905 whole divided by 4, and this will be equal to 226.25. So this is 226.25. So what we will gonna do, we will go through the cumulative frequency column and we will see that up to which class this particular number lies, which is 226.25. This one is 8, which is smaller than that number. 95 is also smaller. 285, which is larger than 226.25. So this is the class in which the j into n by 4, which is 1 into 905 divided by 4, which is 226.25, lies. So we will select this class as first quartile class. So this one is the first quartile class. You can say that this is Q1 class. Now, what you need L, which is the lower class boundary of the quartile class, which is 49.5, as you can see from here, 49.5. I will substitute this value here. You must remember that we will substitute lower class boundary here. Plus h is the class width. How to find out the class width? Just subtract two consecutive lower class boundaries or two consecutive upper class boundary. You will get the class width, and the class width is, it's 10. So the class width is 10. So we will substitute 10 here divided by f. F is the frequency of the selected class, which is f, which is 190, and I will substitute 190 here. And as you know that 1 into n by 4 we have calculated here, this is 226.25. I will substitute this value here. Minus cumulative frequency of the class previous to the selected quartile class. As this class, which is highlighted in red, is selected, if I highlight this, this is the selected class. So the C here is the frequency previous to the selected class cumulative frequency, and this is the previous class cumulative frequency. So this is C in case of first quartile, which is 95. So by simplifying this, we will get (56.41). So this is the first quartile, which is Q1 of this particular group data. You can calculate Q2 as well by substituting j is equal to 2, which will be 2 into n, which is 905, 5 divided by 4, which will be equal to 452.5. 452.5. Now, by going through the cumulative frequency, we have come to know that this particular class is the second quartile class, which is the median class as well, because Q2 is the median basically. So this class is the second quartile class. Now rest of the procedure is same. What you will do, you will substitute 2 in place of J, which is Q2 is equal to L plus H divided by F into 2 into N divided by 4 minus C. And as you can see here that in the selected class that L is equal to 59.5 plus, as we all know, that H is equal to 10. F is 304. 2 into N by 4 is 452.5 minus C, which is the cumulative frequency previous to the selected class. So this one is the selected class and previous frequency is 285. So this is C here. Which is 65.0098, which is the second quartile. You can find out third quartile as well in a similar way by substituting J is equal to 3, and rest of the procedure is same. If you want to find out the decile, so what you will do in the case of decile, dj will be equal to L plus H by F into J into N divided by 10 minus C, where J is equal to 1, 2 and up to so on. The last one will be, and if you want to find the percentiles for the group data, it would be equal to PJL plus H divided by F into J into N divided by 100 minus C, where J is equal to 1, 2 and The last one is 99. So this is the way to calculate the decile, percentile and quartile for the group data. All the procedure is same as we have discussed for the quartile. The difference is only that here we are dividing by 10 as these are deciles, and here we are dividing by 100 because these are percentiles, and percentile is something are the ones which divide the data into 100 equal parts. So now I am leaving this lecture up to you. For that you should use this particular data and find out the decile and percentiles in similar way as we have find out the first and second quartile.